Well, I should stop stalling. As you probably know, the French have elected themselves a new president, and we're having a formal state dinner at the White House, and I was wondering, and you're under no obligation law, but I thought it might be fun, and I was wondering if maybe you wanted to go with me, and, well, that's it. That's why I was calling.
If there was ever a time for a much-needed dose of optimism in the experiment known as America, it is now. For me, one of the most reliable sources is The American President, a 1995 romantic comedy from Rob Reiner that sees the widowed President of the United States falling in love with an environmental lobbyist. What a concept for a movie. Taking the romantic comedy formula and setting it inside the White House. This picture just makes me feel good. It approaches the presidency and the democratic process with reverence and admiration, and features two romantic leads, Michael Douglas and Annette Benning, whose most attractive trait is their shared intelligence. From a script by Aaron Sorkin, this is an uplifting and altogether pleasant experience. Available to rent on AppleTV.
Mr. President, thanks for asking me, really. This is a first for me.
Me too.
Excuse me, could I get the pour down here? Sure.
I don't know what it is about this movie that keeps me coming back again and again and again. I suspect one of the main draws is its tone. I'm not even sure how to describe it. At times melancholy, at times hilarious, and ultimately hopeful, Sideways looks at depression and desperation in the funniest way possible. Paul Giamatti is a frustrated, recently divorced amateur writer taking his best friend on a tour through wine country before serving as the best man at his wedding. Giamatti and Thomas Hayden Church are perfect together and create one of the most realistic depictions of friendship I've ever seen in the movies. The ensemble, in general, is probably most of the reason to see this movie. Virginia Madsen and Sandra Oh play counterparts to the two bachelors, and the four of them together are a beautiful combination. It is one of my favorite movies. Streaming on Hulu.
How's that?
Oh, buddy. It's okay. Get him out of here.
Thanks a lot!
It's okay.
Oh, this is great. This is the best. Don't know much. Don't know much about the French attitude.
After playing Indiana Jones twice and Han Solo 3 times, Harrison Ford decided to do something completely different. The result is Witness, a drama that puts Ford's cop character in hiding in Pennsylvania's Amish country. Here he protects the sole eyewitness to a murder under investigation, a young Amish boy whose big, soulful eyes seem capable of soaking in everything around him. Ford becomes like a surrogate father to the boy, whose own father has passed away by the time of the film's events. The boy's mother, a young, beautiful Kelly McGillis, may be Amish, but she's also a woman. An understated sexual tension develops between McGillis and Ford that goes largely unexpressed, which is where its power lies. Harrison Ford received his only Academy Award nomination for this movie, and it's well deserved. streaming on Prime Video.
Hello? Hello?
Look at Guillermo del Toro's work, and you'll get an idea of what must be going on in his head at all times.
I am Pinocchio.
Indelible, wholly original images that have become the trademark of the director's best films. The story of Pinocchio has been told countless times, but this is, for my money, the dreamiest and most lasting.
My sister's folly.
Guillermo del Toro and this age-old fairy tale are the perfect match of artist and medium, which results in a movie that, while ostensibly made for children, doesn't shy away from tragic and even grotesque story elements.
You cannot truly.
The traditional stop-motion animation is enchanting, and the songs provide a delicate touch that help make Pinocchio a dream that is impossible to forget.
Will you ever be a real boy like Carlo?
Streaming on Netflix.
The one thing that makes human life precious and meaningful, you see, is how brief it is.
Oh.
Lee Isaac Chung's sequel to Twister came out last week, which makes it the perfect time to revisit the 1996 original starring Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt. Fresh off the success of Speed, director Jan de Bont brought forth this story of storm chasers who are attempting to use science and technology to reveal the greatest mysteries of extreme weather. This requires them to get as close as humanly possible to computer-generated tornadoes that, at the time, were pretty impressive. I point this out to say that the CGI hasn't aged all that well. Fortunately, the human elements are compelling enough to make this movie a worthwhile trip. The characters face off with Mother Nature in a conflict that has no real bad guys. Tornadoes have no motivation, so they are in an almost feudal standoff with a faceless, terrifying entity that can never be stopped, only better understood. Streaming on Max.